Coming up on Look Today, well, New York State officials are looking to raise the smoking age to 21. Should be 91. In New York State, I've got details. Plus, Saratoga Springs officials have approved the addition of electric car charging stations in the municipal parking garages in Saratoga. More on that coming up. And fans of swimming at Moreau Lake State Park are advised to watch out for something called swimmer's itch. Got details. All ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, and happy first day of summer. It's the summer solstice, longest day of the year. Make sure you get outside tonight. I'm J. Hood Jackson. This is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, represents us, New York's 21st Congressional District, and she's here to talk with us about her work to help veterans in our district. This is the final in our series, A Look at Veterans. I also sit down with Jonathan Newell. He's the executive director, Hudson River Music Hall, as well as the Strand Theater, both located in Hudson Falls. And he's here to give us an update on what's going on at both theaters as the summer heats up. Plus, we've got your weather for the Tri-North counties. First, these headline stories. Now, before we get into our lead story, I want to give you a quick update on a story we reported on a few days ago, and also a lot of the mail and phone calls that I'm getting here at the station regarding the immigration crisis at the border. Representative Elise Stefanik expressed opposition to the policy to separate families crossing at the U.S.-Mexican border. And she released a statement, which we got last night, in response to President Trump's executive order, which, of course, ended the practice in theory. Now, in a press release, she stated she believes the issue, that she supports that, and she believes that the issue will only be fully resolved when Congress acts and wants to do her part. Now, she would also, by the way, support standalone legislation to address this separation of children from their parents at our borders. We'll keep you updated. All right, on to our lead story. Well, New York State officials are looking to raise the smoking age to 21. Now, tobacco use remains the leading cause of preventable death in the United States, Andrew. National data shows that delaying the age when young people first experiment with tobacco can definitely reduce the risk that they will transition to daily use habit. Now, we spoke to Kathy Duncan. She's director of Saratoga County Public Health about the benefits of raising the age.
Neuroscience and psychology research has shown us that you can become addicted much earlier if you start earlier. So by eliminating nearly all smokers start, they say, 96% of them, smoke before the age of 21. And of those, 88% started before the age of 18.
In other news, Saratoga Springs officials approved the addition of an electric car charging station, which will be in our municipal parking garages. Now, in the spring of 2017, the city was awarded a grant from the municipal, you ready for this one? Municipal Zero Emissions Vehicle Infrastructure Rebate Program. The grant will cover the cost of implementing the charging stations. Now, the motion to sign the contract and begin implementing the program passed unanimously at the most recent City Council meeting. Of course, we were there, and Mayor Meg Kelly spoke.
The City of Saratoga Springs plans to install, operate, and maintain electric vehicle charging stations at the City Municipal Garage at Walton and Woodlawn Avenue in Saratoga Springs. The City of Saratoga Springs in the spring of 2017 received notification that the city had been awarded a rebate of $16,000, 80% of the total cost for the infrastructure application for the EV charging stations at Woodlawn Avenue parking structure.
Now, reminder, you can see Saratoga City Council meetings in their entirety, uninterrupted, on Look TV. Check our schedule. And you can also watch them online, looktvonline.com, anytime you feel like it. And while I'm at it, I want to thank StoredTech and Pinnell's Restaurant in Saratoga, because without them, we would not be able to bring you that meeting. All right, switching from news to weather. Well, today was beautiful, huh? Wow, temperatures in the mid-70s, just gorgeous. Let's see how the rest of the week is shaping up and a look at the weekend. For a more detailed look, let's go to Glens Falls. It's our weather center for a look at your first forecast.
Thanks, Jesse. I'm meteorologist Clarence Sponsor with your first look weather update on Look TV. And let's take a look. We have plenty of showers and storms throughout portions of the Midwest and into parts of the South as well. You can see this big area of this classic low pressure system bringing copious amounts of precipitation, while here in the Capital District we've been dominated by high pressure, although there was some wet weather chances earlier today across portions of basically New York City to Philadelphia, but we're looking at a dry forecast with high pressure going through your Friday and Friday night. So clear 46, north wind about 3 to 10 miles per hour. Here's how it plays out early. Sunshine warming up into about 60 degrees by 9 a.m. Near 80, south wind about 5 or so miles per hour. Break out the sunscreen. And if you're going to be doing any traveling, especially for those parents with little ones and those pet lovers too, be sure to check the back seat. It'll still be about 100 degrees in about 20 to 30 minutes. Extended forecast, though, we have a wet weather update heading into Saturday, featuring a quarter to a half inch of rain and 60% coverage of rain showers and storms. More stormy weather chances continue into Sunday with highs, generally speaking, in the 70s. And then we'll see the sunshine back for early next week with comfortable highs in the 70s, lows about 50 to 55. That was your weather update on First Look Weather on Look TV. I'm meteorologist Clarence Sponsor. Now I'll send it back to you, Jesse.
Thanks very much, Clarence. Back to the news. Well, fans of swimming at Moreau Lake State Park, beautiful park, by the way, are advised to watch out for something called swimmer's itch. Now, it's caused by a freshwater parasite. It causes a rash-like itching. It's temporary, but could last up to a week. Well, the park is going to remain open because the condition is not serious and typically does not require any medical attention. However, the park is in direct contact with the Department of Health. They're going to monitor the water quality. So for now, just be advised to avoid muddy, weedy areas of the water and be sure to rinse off and dry your skin immediately after you're done swimming. Up next, I sit down with Congresswoman Elise Stefanik, represents us in New York's 21st Congressional District. And she's here to talk with me about her work to help veterans in our county. It's a final in our series, A Look at Veterans. What a series that was. I also sit down with Jonathan Newell, Executive Director of the Hudson River Music Hall, as well as the Strand Theater in Hudson Falls. And he's here to give us an update on what's going on at both theaters as the summer heats up. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Then give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000. Well, that's all the time we have for this edition of Look Today. Bunch of lookouts. One of the ways that we communicate with our viewers, of course, is through Facebook. And we monitor what interviews people are looking at. An interview I did with Sandy Rhodes regarding Clean Out Your Lockers, which is being held at the Community Garden right on Ridge Street in Glens Falls tonight. It's for a cause called Pencils for Puerto Rico, where locally we're going to gather as many school supplies as we can to send to the children in Puerto Rico. It got a bunch of shares. So a reminder, even though the news is tonight, and it is tonight, that get over there, because they're doing it, it's a summer solstice, so they'll be there till like 10 o'clock. Get over there and show your support. Big fundraiser, UPH, Universal Preservation Hall, over at Clark's Tavern. Really cool place over in Schuylerville, right on the river. That's tonight. Cafe Lena tomorrow night. Chuck Lamb and Rhea and Jorge Gomez performing as a lead-in to the whole Jazz Festival weekend at SPAC. Just another reminder about the Glens Falls, the Theater Festival, that Some Lovers, the play that's currently running there, is really worth seeing, and it runs through Saturday night. Friday night, as you know from the interview I just did with Jonathan Newell, Best of the House Band. These are killer musicians doing a lot of great songs Friday night. And also Andrew Tomorrow. I told you it was a lot of stuff. Andrew Tomorrow is covering the Special Olympics up at Prospect Center in Queensbury. We go there every year, and it's just really, something. So watch out for that story. We'll probably run it on Monday. And Tedra Cobb, many consider the leading candidate on the Democratic side, will be here tomorrow for an interview. Don't forget, tonight is sold. That's our call-in auction program. Great estate jewelry and coins. And don't forget, tune in tomorrow night for the stories that matter to you. Good night, everyone.